been a while. I've been meaning to return to this game for like forever. So maybe one day I will not ignore that controller recommendation, but today is not that day. I'm too stubborn. So I don't remember very much at all from our last couple sessions. I know we've made progress. We killed well, we didn't kill the Mantis Lords, but we bested them in combat, and they were like, hey, you're pretty cool. And then there was that really spooky dark area full of squirmy bugs. That was pretty great. But we've kind of been wandering a lot. It's been a lot of just kind of moseying around. So, anyways, also, this will be the first stream, or no, Ticket to Ride technically was the first stream, but this will be the first time I'm mentioning it since Resident Evil. Um, I've got a Twitch affiliate thing going, so if anybody has bits from watching ads or whatever, I guess you can buy them from Amazon. I did that once with Slow Beef streams, but if you care to, there's cheering and there are follow alerts and other fun things like that. So, you know, just silly little extra stuff. I'm not really expecting a lot of it to pop up, but it does exist now, so that's kind of fun. Anyways, let's figure out where the heck we are. So we kind of left off in that nice little, what do you call it? Hot spring. I figured that was a good stopping place. I think we're in, I mean, judging by the music and kind of the decor, we're in the kind of main middle area of Hollow Nest. So our goal right now is just to figure out where we can go with our newfound abilities. We've got wall jumps, we've got dashes. We're pretty good to go, but still more to be done, more to be uncovered and explored. But for the time being, I'm pretty stumped on progression, so we're gonna feel our way through. We don't need no maps. And we've made that a solid point not to buy any maps. I don't know why, but it just became a thing. So it's gonna be a very what shall we call it? Very aimless wandering sort of a deal here. Ow. No. All right. No, this is a poor decision. I was thinking I could get up there. You know what? It probably I'm not even supposed to go from below. I'm supposed to, yeah. Don't I feel silly now? All right. Let's focus that health back. We lost our bonus health, but I think we get that back every time we rest. I think that was related to some form of upgrade. And we've been through all this, I'm pretty darn sure. So I'm kind of treading where I don't need to tread. Treading in excess. Alright. This is starting to look familiar a little bit. Anything fun here? I think this might be our train bug. Yeah, well, gotta ring the bell, but we won't bug him because I don't think there's anywhere we plan to go from here. So yeah, I'm hoping we can get this game finished because it's been a long time in progress for the stream. We also have to get done with Shovel Knight, and then I'm not sure what else. We have a couple things. Sully and Link were saying they wanted to do more SWAT 4. At least Sully was. I don't know if Link was. Being completely honest, but that was kind of a mess of a stream. It was a lot of fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I totally loved it, and I would do more. But there were strong emotions. during all of our SWAT adventures. A lot of shooting ourselves in the foot, sometimes literally. So, God, really? Oh, goodness. Have we been? Yeah, we've totally been through here. There's a little grub in there. Little grubbins. Like, there's little spots I know we missed in the overgrowth area. I'm sorry, I've completely forgotten like all the area names. Door with an open slot. Yeah, can't access that yet. Still. Oh. We've been here before. Yeah. Giving me a little tone as though I found something fancy, but I didn't. I've already found that. Yeah, I'm just gonna figure let's head down and right as much as we can. Although it might actually end off with this weirdo. I'm still wondering if there's any way to get into people's dreams, or maybe that's like, it could be an endgame thing, like we have to get a relic or something and then it lets us do that. But I just very distinctly remember during the Kickstarter they mentioned that was a feature, was going into people's dreams and seeing what's going on. Should we go for a charm notch? Yeah, why not? I'm not sure what else we were saving for. So, here's me without any foresight or context for what I'm doing. I'm getting my way back in the world here. I think further upwards there was that mine shaft, and I'm wondering if maybe we can access that now. I'm thinking that might be a good idea. Because I'd like to make some form of progress. Usually these streams, this might be a longer one for the first time. I mean, I think generally they tended to go a little on the longer side than I expected anyways, but this one I've got a lot of free time, so we can take our time, and without a doubt we'll make at least some form of progress tonight. It's a lovely Hollow Nest afternoon. Yeah. So we'll just keep heading up and try and find that mines area, the crystal mines. With my luck, it's probably like a later game area, or we still can't access it, or something. But yeah, so I forget if I mentioned this last stream. I had been playing through Symphony of the Night recently, and it holds up pretty well. So I went through the whole thing as a la carte, and then I did basically just bum rushing to the very end with Maria and Richter, and I think I beat the final boss with Richter, which is just Shaft. I don't think you actually fight Dracula with Richter. And then I don't think we've been in here before. So let's see what this is all about. But then I don't think I got through with Maria, because you die in like 2 hits with both those characters, and it's just very challenging to get through. You know, unscathed. Especially that last boss fight is just kind of chaotic. Ooh, Crystal Peak. Alright. Leaves. No, I just want to see what's down here with these guys, if anything. Oh god. Ah! Oh, you gotta get them while they're facing forward. Alright, at least they only do 1 damage. That makes things a little less bad. Okay, I think this is how we want to approach this. Yeah. Nice. But anyways, yeah, I liked it a lot. I feel like as far as my memory of the game goes, I think I enjoyed my first playthrough a little bit more than this current one. But the whole idea and it being kind of the first, unless you want to count Simon's Quest, which I mean, I guess you can. It's fair enough, but um, I don't know. Symphony of the Night was the first kind of true Metroidvania. I don't even know if that's like a great term for it. I mean, like it's the generally used term, but I don't know. It's a fun game. It's a very fun game. The only thing is, I feel like you get a little too easily overpowered as Alucard, and then there are just areas in the second castle that do so much damage anyways. Like it's very unbalanced who does like or like what sections of the game do such and such amount of damage to you. Like the whole first part of the game I felt like intensely over the top, over prepared for everything, and the bosses just kind of went down and there wasn't a lot of strategy or memorization to that. But then I got to the Upside Down Castle, and it started feeling like, okay, if I go through a certain area, there's just this one enemy. Not even like a bunch, but there are these invisible sword guys, and there's like 3 of those in the game, so that's not super helpful. But there are these certain sword guys. When you hit them, you can kind of see their silhouette. But they just they were really annoying. Took a lot of damage. Every time you hit them, they'd fly back. But if you hit even the hilt of their sword, like not even their attack animation, just bumping into them would do so much damage to you. And it just, it wasn't a grand old time. I died once or twice to those guys, and it felt like for really silly reasons. Whoa. You're throwing your pickaxes. Okay. But, anyways. Yeah. Overall, great game. The designs are incredible, and, I was playing it on Dracula X Chronicles. I got a PSP for cheap within, like, the past month or two, and that was, like, the one game I got, and, like, no regrets there, because I didn't even think I was going to get Symphony of the Night. I thought I was just going to enjoy, some Dracula X, which is probably my favorite of the linear Castlevanias. Um, just in terms of music and, I don't know, sprite work and all that stuff. Super Castlevania 4 is incredible too. Like, no doubt, credit where credit is due. It holds its place well. But for whatever reason, Dracula X, even though it's maybe a little more clunky and weird in some spots, I don't know. I find oh shoot, so they stay as they are, or no, okay, they do go back eventually. But yeah, I like that whole series of games, and I guess like just it follows the whole chronology of those. And you can get the original version of the game too. Like um you've got the 3D version they made for the PSP, but then you've also got the original what was it? PC Engine? Or Turbo Graphics? I don't know what. But, you've got the original version of the game, and then you've got kind of the remastered PSP version of the game, which is a really nice touch. It's cool that they did that. And the remastered version even has a couple, like, small mechanical additions. There's music discs you unlock. There's a couple extra characters that you save that allow you to get through barriers. It's kind of, really artificial progression tools and whatnot. But once you have them, you just have them for good, and it's not that big of a deal. So we got another grub up there. But yeah, good times on that. And I got to replay. Oh, that's awesome. So if you time it just right, you can smack these guys with their pickaxe as it falls and do a lot of damage to them. That's really nice. I always love little touches like that. And like Hollow Knight totally nails this stuff. I think it does a lot of things right in terms of this genre in general. Just keeping things challenging, keeping the player on their toes. Like, you know, you got to be aware. And like, hot damn, they nailed this shit. We got another grub up here. I love the music here. That too. This game, fucking, I want to get the soundtrack to this game because it's just beautiful. It's done very well. And it's very appropriate with like the world and all that too. So I guess these guys are invincible. Maybe we can fire a blast at them. Oh shit. But I don't have any energy saved up. Oh, come on. Hot damn. Alright, let's get out of there. Hi. Oh, secret door behind him. Always good. I just want to test this out real fast. Yep, that's how you kill him. Okay. So anyways, what I was gonna say though in terms of comparison with Symphony of the Night, I feel like the Game Boy Advance titles and DS titles from that point, they really... We can't get across this. I'm not even gonna try it. But they really, I think, paced themselves a lot better, and I think that's the main issue, is the pacing of Symphony of the Night gets dry before the end of it. Like, you kind of want to get to the end, but the end... Or it just starts becoming, like... At least for a completionist's sake, like, there's a lot of back and forth, warping from area to areas, kind of inconvenient, and... I don't know, just the more I played, the more I was like, alright, am I done yet? Because you have to find certain things, you have to get a lot of secret passages done, and like, that's all stuff that we love now, and we're asking for more of it, and we want to see more of these Metroidvania-style games. And now we have Bloodstained, I think it's like Ritual of the Night or something. So we've got like a spiritual successor on the way too, from Iga himself, but I don't know, it's just... I figured since we were playing a Castlevania-y styled game, we would talk on a Castlevania-y inspired, well, not even inspired, just straight up topic. Oh shit. Okay, this is getting risky. Yeah. Let's go for this guy. But yeah, I hope Bloodstained's really good. But, that was really my main issue with, oh god, this is tough. That was my main issue with Symphony of the Night, was, getting all of your artifacts, figuring out where everything is. Some of it could get a tad, like, monotonous, or just, like, how many trips you would have to go through. I got you, buddy. And then it turns out it's a mimic and murders the shit out of me. That would have been bad. But they're not that mean. Yeah, one section full of spikes is enough for that. Whew. This guy over here didn't even notice. Oh. Oh, there's a wall in the way. But yeah, I think that the Game Boy Advanced games, with the exception of Circle of the Moon, because I just, for whatever reason, couldn't stand that game. Like, there were good bits to it, but there were so many, like, really ridiculous bosses. I can't name them exactly, but there was this giant green goat man who's, like, chained up in the background. He was a really dick boss. What else? Hugo, or Hugh, whatever his name was, he's one of the guys who you go in the castle with, and then he totally betrays you like a dick. His first fight, I don't know how many times you fight him. I think the second time, though, he gets, like, super insanely overpowered, and maybe I wasn't playing the game right, because there was a whole card system that I sort of ignored. Or I didn't ignore it, but I just never quite figured out what the hell to do with it, and, you know, that caused me issues. But yeah, Circle of the Moon was just a very. I think it was the first Game Boy Advance one, and then Araya of Sorrow was like really, really top notch. Still kind of considered one of the better ones today. Led into Dawn of Sorrow, also a really good one. Um, what else? Let's go down this time. But yeah, the Soma Cruise games are really good. I like those a lot. The whole Soul Mechanic, or like Dominion, whatever they called it, that was pretty fun stuff. And then my bearded dragon is waving at me. That's kind of interesting. Maybe they're like, why are you talking to no one? I'm a little freaked out right now, man. Just want to make sure you're okay. Yeah, I got a bearded dragon finally. And I just recently found out it's a she. I was calling her he, but it is a she. And her name is Soul. So for future context. It's my lovely lady dragon. But anyways, yeah. Araya of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow. I like Dawn. I actually played Dawn first. That was one of my first Metroidvanias, and it was a good one to start with. Like, very, very good quality game. I like that one again a lot. I would play it again, definitely. And I did get into like a lot of them. I think Araya of Sorrow and Harmony of Dissonance I got on a 2-pack. There was like a Game Boy Advance box that was like both cartridges, so I got that. That was a pretty good deal. And a lot of people, I heard at the time at least, like hated Harmony of Dissonance. Wow, I just dashed right into that. Yeah, a lot of people didn't seem to like Harmony of Dissonance, and I think it was partially because they tried to do the Castle A, Castle B thing that Symphony of the Night did, except it wasn't like upside down inverted castle. It was literally just like an alternate castle, which still meant like you got kind of alternate areas of the same sort of map structure. I think it fell kind of into the same trap that Symphony of the Night did, but it was still an okay game. I liked it more than I think a lot of people did. And the other thing was like the dissonance part of the title. I think I said this already, but very fitting for the game because whatever sound quality they used was super tinny and like scratchy and weird, but nonetheless, like I don't know, it wasn't half bad. Like there are certain tunes from that game, not all of them were good, but there were a couple that were winners to me that I still consider a pretty signature for that game. I'm gonna look it up real quick so we can play a little Harmony of Dissonance soundtrack. Let's see. So I'll just play you a couple samples. Hopefully you guys can hear this. Ow! Yeah. that went right in my ears. Oh no, have we had no system audio? Oh shit. Hold on. Is that for real? What is going on? Hold on, folks. Yeah, it hasn't been working. Well, that's a pain. I'm sorry about that. I assumed it would be working. Maybe if I do this. Is it working now? No. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, until the next time we've been... That's a pain. Alright, I'm gonna shut off the stream real quick, and then I'll continue, just because it is, it's not been giving any audio, and we'd rather have audio if we can, because I want you guys to enjoy this music. At least for this new area, but yeah. Be right back.